He looks like a fun guy.
Yeah, you think we're gonna be that miserable when we're on staff?
At least Scanlon won't have that problem.
Try not to sound too delighted.
You know, I was pretty surprised when they called me last night and said I had to be here this morning.
Yeah. Well,
I bet Joe was even more surprised.
I hate this. How can they make us make statements right in front of him? It feels so unfair, like we're ganging up on him.
Well, here's what we say. We were all in that room. It was a group decision.
Yeah. Whoa, speak for yourself. There's no way I was part of what went on.
Lucky you.
Good morning, Dr. Burgess. Yeah, hello wouldn't kill you.
Yes, it would. Look, where's Karen? Everyone else is here.
Yeah, focus, Joe, okay? This is your future that we're meeting about.
I know that.
Yeah, if you blow up in there, it's gonna tell everybody you're a hothead.
Look, do me a favor, all right? Stop coaching me. This isn't baseball.
Well, I hope you're happy. I had to hear about this hearing from that stuck-up nurse on 5.
There wasn't time. One of the doctors was called out of town. It was either now or a month from now.
But we're not ready.
Mom, first off, it's not we, okay? It is me, and I'm as ready as I'll ever be. And besides, it beats the hell out of waiting.
Here come the Quartermains. It's like no one ever sat in judgment on them.
Good morning, Mary. Gentlemen.
Mom, give me a second to talk with Joe.
Good luck, sweetheart. And behave yourself. I'll say a litany to St. Joseph for you.
Well, Ma, you couldn't be that worried, or it'd be to St. Jude.
Stick up for him now.
I will, Mom.
Bye.
Just remember, you did nothing wrong.
Sure.
Keep it cool. Everything will be okay.
The board can decide however it wants, Frank, and there's not a damn thing you or I can do about it.
Yep, it's time for your antibiotic once again. Why do I have to be the one that keeps reminding you of this?
All right, listen, where's Kevin?
He's upstairs. He's getting dressed. Now listen to me. I really, truly trust him. I think you should too. I trust him with my life, actually. Here.
Well, you can trust him with your life, but I'm not trusting him with my daughter's life.
I just feel weird not telling him about this strange appointment, at least telling him what I suspect.
Why?
Why? Because he hates it, absolutely hates it. If I lie to him, take your pills.
Well, you know what? That happens to be the deal that we made, remember?
Why can't we use his mind? He has a great mind. He may point out hidden dangers and pitfalls that we don't see.
Let me ask you something, all right? If you told him that you were being set up by Serena's kidnapper, shh, would he let you go?
Nobody lets me do anything.
Well, he wouldn't. And if I was in his shoes, I wouldn't either.
Okay, so there. You see, the two of you finally agree on something.
You're pregnant and you're in love with this guy. If you don't want to risk that, like I said, I understand. I don't blame you.
Oh, yeah. Not too much.
But I want you to do it for me.
I know. And I will. You keep forgetting, I really consider Serena like my little girl. So if I have to go and face kidnappers, then that's exactly what I'm going to do.
Okay, but remember, we don't tell Kevin, agreed?
Tell me what?
I was just telling Lucy not to tell you that, you know, how much pain I'm in. But as you can see, that I'm not quite up to speed here.
Oh, that's too bad. I was hoping you and I could do that Macarena dance this Friday at the nurses' ball. You want to tell me what you're really talking about?
Doc, you know, I hate to be the one to tell you this, but that Macarena thing is sort of passé. You know, it's the one that you go like this, you go like this and this. And I just think that jump and flip thing he probably couldn't do in his condition. The door. I'm going to get the door. Excuse me. I wonder who it could be. Maybe it's some news or something, you know? Hi. What a lovely surprise. It's, Karen.
Hi, I hope I didn't come by too early.
Oh, gosh, no. Please, would you just come right in? It'd be lovely to have you come in.
Am I intruding?
No, not at all. Scott, look who's here. Doc, Karen.
How are you feeling?
Lousy. Sit down.
Thank you. Have you heard any news about your little girl at all?
No, I haven't. Not a word.
That must be awful for you. I don't suppose there's anything that I could do.
Yeah, actually, you were very helpful, Max said about, recognizing that car that tried to mow me down there. That was good. That's about it. So what are you up to?
I'm fine. I came over about my friend again, Joe Scanlon.
I know him, I think. I mean, isn't that Frank's brother? You know, Frank and Doc were big heroes. They pulled me out of this big elevator. It was a mess.
Well, did you check with that the list of lawyers that I gave you?
Yes, I did. Thank you. The ones that returned my calls said that they were too busy to get involved.
Well, I don't. Let me think about it. I'll try and come up with somebody. I'll find them representation. All right.
Okay. It's just that Joe's review board got moved up to this morning. Can they do that to him?
Well, unfortunately, a hospital is not like a court of law. The same protections don't apply.
Sounds disgusting to me.
Yeah, the joys of the review board. I know it well.
Is there anyone that you can think of? Anyone who can just drop everything right away and help him?
Everybody I knew was on that list.
Okay. Thank you. You've got enough on your mind. Thanks for everything.
Well,
really,
Lucy, you must know a lawyer.
Yeah. No, I can't wait. I have to get over there right away and testify. Here. Good luck. I hope that they find Serena soon. Thanks. Okay.
I'll see you around.
Bye. Bye.
Good morning, everyone. I want to thank you all for coming here on such short notice. I'd also like to remind you this is an informal inquiry into Dr. Scanlon's emergency procedure that he performed on Audrey Hardy the night of June the 1st. If, however, we find that Dr. Scanlon took an unnecessary risk with her life, we do have the power here on this board to terminate his internship.
An epidural hematoma is an emergent situation, so if no action is taken within a certain time frame, the patient might sustain serious brain damage or even death.
Tony, I'm not a doctor. What do you mean by certain time frame?
Depends on the patient's condition. In Audrey's case, it could have been a matter of minutes.
Tony, you examined Mrs. Hardy the night she was injured. Can you offer an opinion of her condition? Or specifically, what would have happened if Dr. Scanlon had not operated?
Well, it's quite possible she could have died. This may look like a common construction tool, but it's not. It is a craniotomy drill, normally used to release intracranial pressure. It allows the surgeon to have precise control of the procedure.
And Dr. Scanlon used?
An electric drill with a half-inch bit.
It's like killing a mosquito with a sledgehammer.
It's not like I had a choice.
Sit down.
Dr. Scanlon, you'll have more than enough time to defend yourself. Right now, we're just trying to get the big picture, okay?
Sorry, sir. You're right. Go ahead.
Mrs. Hardy had to undergo second surgery to repair minor arterial bleed here.
Was this to repair damage caused by Dr. Scanlon?
I can't say.
But possibly?
Yes.
Excuse me, may I ask a question of the doctor?
You may if it's relevant.
It is. Now, during the surgery to which you just referred, wasn't there a computer malfunction?
There was.
And didn't you have to improvise in order to save the patient's life?
Dr. Jones is no intern.
But that's a fair question. I did have to improvise, and thank God I got lucky.
But given the fact that you were in a sterile environment supported by a team of trained technicians, unlike Dr. Scanlon, were the dangers comparable in your estimation?
No, they were not. The patient's condition has stabilized. There's no further signs of infection or permanent disability, and the prognosis is for a full recovery.
Tony, I have one last question. If you had been in Dr. Scanlon's position, what would you have done?
It actually wouldn't be fair for me to answer that question because, thank God, I wasn't in that situation.
But if you were?
Well, doctors oftentimes can't plan how they're going to react. They just let their training take over and then pray later on that their decisions were the right ones.
Anybody else have any questions? Okay, Tony, thank you very much. That's all.